Number 3, Notre Dame women's basketball lost to number 24 Florida State last night, 86-81. So what exactly happened? I apologize for looking at it now because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And this does mean everyone in the ACC will have at least 2 conference losses now. Notre Dame's 15-2, while Florida State's 13-4, and they're in a tie with North Carolina and Duke, as well as Louisville. So this is going to be interesting what they're going to do if they're all tied up at the very end, but we'll see. As for this game, Florida State was up 44 to 40, and Florida State even scored 30 points in the second quarter alone. Florida State did score 42 points in the second half, and Notre Dame scored 41. But there's obviously more to the game than that. And that's why I'm going to go over the last minute of the game or so, as well as the stats. And Notre Dame was favored in this game by 16 and a half. And this does impact the NCAA tournament seeding with this win for Florida State and, of course, the loss for Notre Dame. Of course. So, around 57 seconds left, Michaela Timpson made a jumper for Florida State to make it 84-77, and Sanaya Citron around 46 seconds left missed a 3, and Michaela Timpson got the defensive board and fouled Luyatu King from Notre Dame. And of course they had to foul again because they were not in the bonus, and it was around 26 seconds left. And Sanaya Latson from Florida State went to the line, made both free throws to make it 86-77. Notre Dame called timeout. Sanaya Citron made a layup around 22 seconds left to make it 86-79. And around 18 seconds left, Maria Gordon turned the ball, which was stolen by Hannah Tadago. But then she turned it over, and Tanaya Latson got the steal, and Florida State called timeout. Fouled Luyatu King, and Amelia Bonner missed both free throws for Florida State. And around 13 seconds left, Luyatu King got the defensive board, and Hannah Tadago missed a layup, and Luyatu King got the offensive board and laid it up and in with around 4 seconds left to make it 86-81. By that point, Notre Dame decided not to foul, so Florida State just ran out the clock. And it made sense. I mean, you're only going to make it worse in terms of margin here. And Notre Dame shot 43.3% from the field on 67 attempts, 30.8% on threes on 13 attempts, 82.6% on free throws on 23 attempts, 40 rebounds, 11 offensive, 17 assists, 9 steals, 2 blocks, 12 turnovers, 19 fouls, 12 points off the bench. I mean, 8 plus 2 plus 2 is 12. And 4 double-digit scores are combined for Kaden on. Double-digit scores combined for 5 plus 8. That's 13 plus 2. That's 13 plus 2. That's 15 plus 2. That's 17 points. So really, 64 points from 4 players. And 1 player scored 600 points in this game. Had 8. Now, Florida State had how many bench points? 15. And 4 double-digit scores are combined for Kaden. The non-double-digit scores combined for 3 plus 3. That's 6 plus 8. That's 14 points. So 72 points. Including 2 players that had 23 and 22 in the game. And that's from Tanaya Latson and Michaela Timpson alone. And 1 player scored 600 points this game, had 8. Now, Florida State didn't shoot the ball as good as Notre Dame, but it was pretty close from the field. I mean, 42.3% on 71 attempts, 34.6% on threes on 26 attempts. So, yeah, they made more threes. 81% on free throws on 21 attempts, 43 rebounds, 15 offensive, 14 assists, 5 steals, 3 blocks, 12 turnovers, 21 fouls. Now I'm going to go over points off turnovers, points in the paint, and fast break points as well. And points off turnovers did favor Notre Dame 15-13. Well, the same thing goes for fast break points, but it was close. 13-12. Points in the paint, though, favored Florida State 38-34. Besides the ACC tournament, which is only for the top 15, what's the last game in the regular season for both of these teams? Well, Notre Dame, you get to host Louisville on March 2nd. And if you do lose that game, you will not win the ACC. Possibly. depending on what NC State does. And as of right now, NC State has the head-to-head over you. They do. And guess what? NC State has to play SMU at SMU. Unless they lose that game, NC State's going to win the ACC. That's just crazy when Notre Dame was on a roll since November, late November, and now they lost 2 straight. Now for Florida State. What's the last regular season game for them? They do have to play Duke at home on March 2nd. And of course, that's like a head. That's 13-4 versus 13-4. So that is a huge matchup in terms of the ACC standings, because Louisville's 13-4, which I think Notre Dame bounces back, but you never know because they did lose to Florida State at home. I mean, and then Florida State, obviously, they do play, like I said, Duke. Let's just pretend that Florida State does win that game. They could very well be a 3 seed in the ACC tournament. It's possible, but I'm going to just double check if Florida State did beat North Carolina real fast. And they did. So they do have a tiebreaker over North Carolina and Duke. Now, Louisville, of course, is a TB. Actually, they have not played Duke yet, but Florida State did lose to Louisville. So, yeah, so it's going to be interesting because if Florida State does win and Duke obviously loses, and Louisville loses to Notre Dame, then it could be a 3. And we know that North Carolina has to play Virginia at home. They're probably going to win that game. They probably will. Probably. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the ACC standings for the last game. And I'll go over all these conference tournaments sometime before they start. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal. It's 1,000 more, so money. That's of course like a video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithms. More people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.